Hi guys, I'm back with a new tutorial, and as you can see by the colors, it is in spirit of the 4th of July. And so let's get started. What you'll need are always a base coat and a top coat. Then you'll need red, white, and blue. The key to this is also now newspaper as well. So we're going with the same kind of style that I did the J Park inspired tutorial, but I'm going to do it a little bit different, and I'll show you guys what I mean. Okay, so pretending that this nail has already been covered in base coat, we're going to start with one coat of white nail polish. As always, we like to paint from the middle down and then from the top down. Mainly so, as you can see, the tip is a lot darker. This is just to keep so that the tip isn't lighter than the base, because it's a lot easier to correct a light base than a light tip, as you guys can see. Wait for that to dry before you go on to the next step. So that's pretty much dry, and now I'm going to go in with a dark navy blue, and we're going to paint that portion of the flag that's blue. It doesn't have to be perfect. Now take your red polish, preferably something with either a thin tip or a rectangular tip where you could use the thin edge of the rectangle, because we're going to use it to draw stripes. You do want the stripes to be a little bit thick, so I would not advise using a striper. It's okay if you don't have exactly 13 red and white stripes. So just wait for that to dry before you continue to the next step. For the last step, we now need our little scraps of newspaper. So it doesn't matter what size it is, I just have one long one and one short one, but this long one I'm going to crumple it up into a ball. So remember, like we did last time, just make sure crumple it and you get lots of nice edges. So I kind of have a weird point, but I do have some good wrinkles here. But for good measure, I'm just going to open it and re-crumple it. Find a nice part that has a lot of little wrinkles, because we want the one with a lot of little ones. You can, I think, use a sponge for this technique, but I quite like the crumpled paper. Plus, it's like recycling paper I don't need. Now take some white and just put a bunch of it on your second scrap of paper. Dab your newspaper in, dab it a little bit on the side to get the excess off, and then just start patting it all over your nail here. Repeat this for the rest of the nail. I would say do a little extra at the part where the stripes meet the blue, because you probably didn't do it perfectly and you want to make sure that it looks like it's the fault of this white distressing, that it doesn't look perfect. So especially the edges. Just like that. Make sure you get all the little gaps.
After you're satisfied with how it looks,
After you're satisfied, just put a top coat.